There are moments in life when the ground doesn't just tremble, it shifts beneath your soul. Capricorn, this is one of those moments. What's coming is not chaos. It's not punishment. It's the divine energy of something enormous, something sacred, finally reaching your path. And yes, it may feel terrifying. Not because it's wrong, but because it's exactly right, and you can feel the weight of it in your bones. This isn't a message for everyone. In fact, only a few souls on Earth were chosen to carry what's now approaching you. It was written in your chart long before you ever opened your eyes in this world. And God, yes, God watched you take every silent step. He saw the nights you didn't cry because you didn't want to be seen as weak. He witnessed the way you gave, even when no one gave back. He counted every time you kept walking when you had every reason to give up. That's why you were chosen. Not because you're lucky, but because you're ready. And what's coming now is something that would have destroyed a lesser soul. Capricorn, the universe is preparing to place something in your hands that will reshape the way you see yourself, your future, and your purpose. But here's the part no one tells you. Even blessings, when they're this big, feel like earthquakes. So if you've been restless lately, feeling something stir in the air, like a storm about to break, you're not wrong. You're not imagining it. Take a deep breath. Because this is the moment the energy around you begins to shift in divine alignment. And before we continue, write this powerful declaration in the comments below. I am ready to carry what only I was chosen to hold. This single sentence activates something ancient inside you. Now keep watching, because the next few minutes will explain why this isn't just a breakthrough. It's a cosmic appointment that no one else but you could fulfill. Part 1. God saw what no one did. They didn't see you, Capricorn. They saw your results, your responsibilities, your resilience. But not the moments you crumbled in private, only to rebuild yourself before morning. They praised your discipline, but never questioned the cost. They leaned on your wisdom, but never asked who you leaned on. They admired your strength, not knowing it was forged in fire and silence. But God did. He saw you stand in rooms where your soul didn't belong, just to keep the peace. He saw you protect others while your own heart was breaking. He saw how you swallowed pain to keep moving forward. Not because you were numb, but because you believed in something higher. Capricorn, you've walked through life as the mountain goat, climbing where no one else dared, holding burdens without complaint, enduring betrayals without revenge. You didn't just survive the climb, you carried others on your back. And yet, no one really knew what it cost you. They thought you were cold, when in truth, you were exhausted. They said you were too serious, not realizing you carried a soul that couldn't afford to be careless. But God saw. And that's why this moment is arriving. Not to test you further, but to finally honor what you've already overcome. This shift coming into your life now is not compensation. It's sacred recognition. Because what's meant for you isn't just success. It's divine restoration. That deep ache you've carried, the one no one knows about. It's not a wound anymore. It's a passageway. And on the other side of it is something built only for you. And maybe that's why it feels scary. Because for the first time in a long time, you're not preparing to survive. You're being asked to receive. And Capricorn, that might be the hardest thing you've ever had to do. Life lesson. When no one applauds you but God still watches, that's when you know your purpose is sacred. The greatest transformations begin when you stop proving and start allowing. Part 2. The hidden assignment behind the delay. Capricorn, let's talk about all the times life made you wait. Not just days or weeks, but years. Opportunities that slipped through your fingers. Relationships that almost worked. Doors that seemed to open, only to close just before you stepped in. You told yourself it was timing. You tried to stay logical. But deep down, it felt like something or someone was holding you back. And you were right. But it wasn't punishment. It was protection. Because the thing about divine timing is, it's rarely comfortable. And the thing about Capricorn is, you don't just get handed blessings. You are built to hold them. And to hold what's sacred, you must first be tested. Not by the world, but by the assignment hidden in the delay. Every setback you faced wasn't random. It was a refinement. You were being stripped of impatience, cleansed of illusions, strengthened in silence. Because what's coming into your life now isn't regular. It's not basic. It's not ordinary. It's legacy. And legacy requires foundation. That job you didn't get. That relationship that never returned. That sudden ending that made no sense. Each one removed you from something that could not sustain the weight of what's coming. Because the truth is, not everything is strong enough to walk with you into your calling. Capricorn, your soul signed up for a sacred contract long before this life began. And now that contract is activating. The delays weren't meant to discourage you. They were preparing the soil for a different kind of seed. One that only grows after the storm. So if it felt like everyone else was moving forward while you were stuck, it's because the universe wasn't building a moment for you. It was building a monument. And monuments take time. Life lesson. Delay is not denial. It's divine construction. The longer it takes, the more sacred the mission. And yours is almost ready. Part 3. What's coming will shake you because it's big, not bad. Capricorn, let's get honest. Something inside you already knows a shift is coming. Not a small one. But something so massive, it's been echoing in your dreams. Your emotions. Your body. And you're starting to feel it. The restlessness. The chills that come out of nowhere. The sense that something is building, but you can't see it yet. You might even feel anxious. And that's okay. Because here's a truth no one talks about. Not all fear is danger. Sometimes fear is just your soul realizing how big the blessing is. You're not scared because it's wrong. You're scared because it's real. And for someone who's had to hold everything together for so long, letting go enough to receive something this enormous feels unfamiliar, almost overwhelming. Capricorn, what's coming is not going to fit in the life you've had. That's why so much is being shaken. That's why the old patterns, people, and paths are falling away. You're not being punished. You're being expanded. The reason you've had such a hard time relaxing lately is because your energy is outgrowing everything you once settled for. Your soul is moving ahead of your mind, and the body is just trying to catch up. That's why the emotions come in waves. That's why your sleep is strange. That's why your heart feels like it's holding something enormous. Because it is. Capricorn, you are being asked to hold a vibration that few can carry. And the only thing standing in your way is the belief that you're not ready. But you are. You've already walked through fire. You've already rebuilt yourself from dust. You've already survived the things you thought would break you. So now the universe is saying, if you can survive the storm, you can receive the reward. But don't be surprised if the blessing makes your knees shake. It's not light. It's sacred. And only those who've been through the deepest valleys can carry this kind of gift. Life lesson. Not everything that shakes you is meant to destroy you. Some things shake you because they're bigger than you imagined, but already yours. Trust the tremble. It's the sound of something sacred arriving. Part 4. The ones who are leaving can't follow your light. Capricorn, you've probably noticed. Some people are pulling away. Conversations feel different. Connections that once seemed unshakable are suddenly silent. And no matter how hard you try to make sense of it, it just doesn't feel aligned anymore. But here's what no one tells you. When your frequency rises, not everyone can breathe at your altitude. This isn't rejection. It's realignment. Capricorn, your light is changing. And light, true, divine light, always exposes what's not meant to stay. Some of the people you loved deeply were never meant to walk with you forever. They were chapters, not conclusions. Lessons, not lifelines. And right now, your soul is writing a new chapter so high in vibration that only those with purified intentions will be allowed through the next doorway. That's why they're leaving. It's not because you did something wrong. It's because you've done something right. You've grown. You've healed. You've outlived old agreements that were only designed to last until this threshold. The universe is not cruel, Capricorn, but it is precise. And if you're about to receive something rare and sacred, The space around you must be cleared of anything that could distort it, even if it hurts. Sometimes, spiritual protection looks like loneliness. Sometimes, your angels remove what you're still attached to, because they know what's coming requires purity, not nostalgia. Capricorn, the people leaving now can't follow where you're going, not because they're bad, but because their role in your story is complete. And the most powerful thing you can do is let them go with love, not resistance. Don't chase what's detaching. Don't grieve what's dissolving. Just bless it. Say quietly, "Thank you for what you were. I release you so we both may rise." Because what's arriving needs your energy whole, not divided. Life lesson. If someone can't walk with your light, it's because your path was meant to awaken alone, then lead. What leaves now does not lower you. It liberates you. Part 5. A love that was written before this life. Capricorn, not all connections are created in this lifetime. Some are carried across time, tied by invisible threads, etched into the soul long before either heart ever beat. And one of those threads is beginning to stir again now. You may feel it before you understand it. A dream, a name that keeps appearing, a strange calm when you meet someone new, like you've known them for centuries. You might even hear a voice in your heart say, "Finally," because this isn't just about love. It's about recognition. Your soul is calling home a counterpart. Someone who sees through the armor you've worn for so long. Someone who doesn't need explanations, because their spirit already knows yours. But here's the truth. This connection doesn't come when you're searching. It comes when you're ready to stop hiding. Capricorn, you've built walls so carefully. Not out of pride, but out of pain. You've equated vulnerability with danger. And rightfully so, because in your past, your tenderness was never safe. But this time is different. This time, love won't arrive as chaos. It will come as peace. It won't demand performance. It will invite rest. It won't challenge your worth. It will reflect it. This soul was written for you, but not to complete you. Rather, to walk beside you in a mission greater than either of you alone. It may begin subtly. A message. A meeting. A moment so small it seems random. But your soul will know. Because it's not meeting them for the first time. It's remembering. And the deeper truth is this. This connection could not come until now. Not because you weren't deserving, but because it requires a version of you who's no longer afraid to be fully seen. Capricorn, open your heart. Not recklessly, but intentionally. You don't have to drop your strength to be loved. You just have to stop hiding behind it. Life lesson. Real love doesn't ask you to shrink or pretend. It meets you where you are and holds you there with grace. The connection you've waited lifetimes for is now waiting for you to open the door. Part 6. Your intuition was the map all along. Capricorn, you've always trusted reason. You build with logic. You move with structure. You protect your future with plans. But what if I told you? Your soul already knew the way before your mind could catch up. All along. In the quiet moments. In the strange dreams. In the chills down your spine when someone lied. In the magnetic pull toward something you couldn't explain. That was your intuition. Not emotion. Not fear. Not fantasy. It was your inner compass. Capricorn, your intuition isn't loud. It doesn't shout. It whispers. And because you're so used to carrying everything alone, you often silenced that whisper in favor of logic. You convinced yourself, if I can't prove it, I can't trust it. But truth doesn't always come with proof. Sometimes it comes with peace. And now, more than ever, your inner knowing is awakening. You're starting to sense things before they happen. You feel people's energy before they speak. You walk into rooms and instantly feel what's off, even when no one else sees it. You know when something is meant for you, not because of facts, but because your soul vibrates in its presence. That's not paranoia. That's alignment. And Capricorn, here's the secret. Your success in this next chapter won't come from overthinking. It will come from trusting what your soul already knows. That idea that keeps returning, that strange nudge to call someone, go somewhere, change direction, that's the universe guiding you through the path your soul already mapped before you were born. The reason things feel uncertain now isn't because you're lost. It's because your GPS has switched from logic to intuition. It feels unfamiliar, but it's actually your original language. You don't need a 5-year plan. You need 5 seconds of courage to follow the voice within. Capricorn, your soul is ancient, and your intuition is its voice. Listen. It won't mislead you. Life lesson. Logic builds stability, but intuition reveals destiny. When your mind is confused but your soul is calm, follow your soul. It already knows. Part 7. What you prayed for in silence is arriving publicly. Capricorn, there are things you've never said out loud. Dreams you buried deep. Wishes you whispered to the stars while pretending not to believe in them. And yet, you kept going. Even when nothing seemed to change. Even when every door stayed closed. Even when others seemed to receive what you only dared to hope for. You never made a scene. You never begged for validation. You just worked, waited, and whispered to the divine. If it's meant for me, let it find me. Capricorn. That moment has come. The things you prayed for in silence are now arriving in ways the world will see. This is not for show. This is not about ego. This is about honoring the depth of what you've endured quietly. The career door you thought was shut. Watch it open in a way that redefines your path. The love you thought was impossible. Watch it appear, steady and sacred, as if it had always been waiting. The clarity you begged for in confusion. Watch it flood in like light through a cracked ceiling. And it will feel surreal. Because for so long, you've lived in delay. You learned to manage disappointment with grace. You told yourself not to get too hopeful. But now the universe is writing your name across blessings that no one can take away. And here's the most powerful part. The very people who overlooked you will witness your rise. Not for revenge, but for revelation. Because what's happening to you now isn't just personal. It's prophetic. It's proof that quiet faith moves mountains. Capricorn, don't shy away from what's coming just because it feels unfamiliar. Don't downplay your arrival. You've earned this with every silent sacrifice. This is divine justice in motion. And the spotlight isn't punishment. It's proof that your private prayers held power the world could never measure. Life lesson. What you whispered when no one was listening will soon be echoed by the universe so all can hear. You don't need to announce your arrival. Destiny W. Part 8. You're not being rewarded. You're being activated. Capricorn, you've probably heard people say, you're finally getting what you deserve. You're being rewarded for your patience. But this isn't just a reward. This is an activation. You weren't born to collect blessings. You were born to become a channel for them. A vessel. A bridge. A guide. Capricorn, the shift that's unfolding now isn't just for your comfort. It's for your calling. The abundance arriving in your life, whether through love, opportunity, healing, or clarity, isn't meant to sit in silence. It's meant to awaken something ancient in you. Because you didn't just survive for yourself. You endured so that you could hold space for others when their storms come. You're not stepping into ease. You're stepping into impact. That's why this feels so massive. So sacred, so personal and cosmic all at once. Because your life is about to move from chapter to calling. And that's why not everyone made it this far with you. That's why your past had to fall apart. That's why the old structures had to crumble. You're being rebuilt. Not just for peace, but for purpose. Capricorn, you carry something others can't. You hold frequencies that shift rooms, even when you say nothing. You lead by example, not noise. By presence, not performance. And now, the universe is setting you up not just to be seen, but to be used, guided, activated. So don't shrink. Don't sabotage. Don't ask if you're worthy. You are. This isn't the prize at the end of a struggle. This is the birth of your legacy. And from this moment forward, everything you touch will carry this new frequency. Not everyone will understand it. That's okay. It wasn't meant for them. It was meant for the ones you're about to reach. Heal. Inspire. Transform. Capricorn, you've been prepared in silence. Now, destiny speaks through you. Life lesson. You weren't chosen to be celebrated. You were chosen to be sent. And now, the mission begins. Conclusion. Walk through the gate, don't look back. Capricorn, you've just walked through the message your soul has been waiting to hear for years. Not because you needed new information, but because you needed confirmation of what your spirit already knew. You're not broken. You're not late. You're not being punished. You're being positioned. Everything that's leaving your life now is clearing the path for a frequency you were always meant to carry. And everything arriving is not random, it's tailored to the depth of your endurance and the scale of your soul's mission. So now, it's your turn to decide. Will you walk through the gate? Or will you hesitate, fearing what you're finally ready to receive? Capricorn, the universe has watched your quiet strength, your silent loyalty, your ability to carry weight that would have crushed another sign. And because of that, you were chosen. Not to be praised, but to be transformed, to be entrusted, to become the keeper of something eternal. So as this new cycle unfolds, repeat this truth to yourself. I don't chase. I align. I don't fear the unknown. I trust the divine. What's mine arrives with grace. What's not, fades without force. Take a deep breath now. Exhale the doubt. And whisper to yourself, I'm ready. Because the gate is already open. All that's left is for you to step through it. If this message awakened something inside you, leave a comment below. I accept what was written for me, and I walk forward without fear. And don't forget to subscribe to Zodiac Secrets Revealed, because this is just the beginning. Your path wasn't meant to be understood by everyone, only by those who, like you, were born to walk it.